What's up, guys? I actually want to take this time to address a couple things and let everyone know what's happening. I've actually made a schedule of what I'm doing with the channel and things that I want to upload on each day, and I kind of missed yesterday. Yesterday was a weird day for me. Had a lot of things going on. Today is not so busy, so I wanted to take this time to let you guys know what's going on. And also that on Tuesday I want to do a Let's Talk. It's going to be about anything, everything. Like, you guys can suggest things that we could talk about. But for the first time that I want to start this session and start, I wouldn't say therapy. That's a bad word for this. But I do want to kind of hit the subject on something I know very well, and hit the subject of depression. Depression has caused me a lot of grief, a lot of different things that have happened in my life that have stopped me from taking chances, that have stopped me from being the person that I could be to my fullest. And I really wanted to talk to you guys about that and give my opinion on what may help, what may not help. Everyone's different, and it's such a hard thing to cope with sometimes. And I know, because for my last semester of school, I did terribly because depression, and it made me so I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. And it caused me to fall behind in school, not want to do my schoolwork, and now I'm on academic probation because of it. And thankfully, that was an eye-opener for me, and I took the right steps. I actually went to see a counselor for maybe a month or two, just to talk it out, to figure out, the root of all the depression that I had, and turns out it's a lot of places, and that may be the same for you guys. And I don't know who will watch this. I don't know if this will even be get out there, but I hope it will, because I hope to help somebody, because depression is not something to joke about. People say, oh yeah, I'm depressed. Well, there's also people who won't say it. There's, like me, I would never have admitted that I was depressed when I was depressed and when I did need the help. And you have to take care of your friends, take care of your loved ones, even take care of the person that says they may hate you, that you may not like, because they may just act like a dick. They may act out because they do need help. They may it might be like they're trying to shout out by maybe being a dick. That may not always be the case, but after learning about a lot of the symptoms, a lot of everything like that, I've actually been able to help a lot of my friends before they got as dark as I did. And I'm really proud to say that I've been able to help my family, my loved ones that have started to feel depressed before they get to the point where I was at, where I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to make YouTube videos. I didn't want to even go to school. I would go to school, I'd get there, I'd sit down outside waiting for my class, and then halfway through I just said, don't need to go, I'm okay in this class, whatever. And I did that so many times that I've almost failed a couple classes because of that. And depression is not something to joke about. It's not something that, you can just set aside. You can say, oh, I'm depressed, and, you'll just push it aside like, whatever, I'm okay. But to the people that are truly depressed, that are truly, deep down in the trenches of they can't pull themselves out by themselves, anyone watching this will hopefully realize that you need to help them. They may say, oh, I don't need your help, I don't need your help, but they do. And I'm on antidepressants. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me saying that. And that's one of my biggest things, is that is what helped me. It kicked my ass in a way that I didn't think was possible. It brought me out of it, and it's kind of been life changing. I will say that it there's I'm not even sure there's a way to say it, but it's really hard. Being really depressed is really hard. It is really hot in my room. But I'm trying to make this video as a let's talk. I mean, granted, I don't even have 50 subscribers, but those 39 or 40 subscribers that I have may see this and share it and say, hey, look, if there's something you need to talk about, I'm here. And that's the biggest thing I have with my friends is I'm not going to don't judge somebody for being depressed. Don't look down on them. It's not something they can control. I mean, there's so many things that have happened to me that have I've pushed aside like it was nothing, and it's actually what has caused the major depression that I had. Because think of yourself as every burden that you have ever had, whether it may be small or big, it doesn't matter, but think of yourself kind of under the load of that, and at one point it's going to be too much to bear and you're going to fall. But when you have friends there that'll help you talk things through, it lessens the burden, because you can metaphorically think of them as helping you bear that load. And two people bearing one, like, that giant load is a lot better than you trying to take it on yourself. And I hope, I was there. I know exactly what it's like, because my dad asked me if I needed help. My mom asked me if I needed help. My friends asked me if I needed help. And I said, no, I'm okay, I can deal with it. And the truth is, I couldn't. I was digging myself into a deeper hole, and it showed, because when it all came crashing down, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to talk to, because I never had talked before. And you shouldn't be afraid of talking to your friends, talking to your family, if something is causing the depression. And there's so many different kinds of depression. I can't even get into that, because it's going to take me 40 years to talk about the entire scope of depression. But this video was made to let you know you're not alone out there. You're not alone with depression. I mean, I will say this because, I don't have the following that some of these big YouTubers have. I only have 39 subscribers. I'm sure most of them are just my friends. But if you do need help, if you see this video, if you do need help, you are free to message me. I'm usually on YouTube just looking around, but if I see a message and it sees someone that you do need help, I'll help you, and I'll help you be able to talk to your friends, because you should have a boundary. You should have friends that will be able to comfort you without them judging you, without them, thinking worse of you. I can promise you your friends won't think worse of you if you are depressed and you want to talk about it. If they talk bad about you because you are depressed, if they try to, say things about you, or say your problems to people that you don't want to know your problems, or that you just want to keep it between you two, you can be mad at your friends for that, but at the same time, are they truly your friends if they want to, spread your details of your life, of your depression, of your, mental health with other people? I mean, if they go behind your back and talk to your parents, I would say that's a good friend, because they honestly care about you that much to kind of go against your trust and talk to your parents about it, because your parents are probably going to be the best people to help you, because they have seen it. They've been through so much more than you have. I mean, hell, they raised you, and if they raised you, they can help you, through any. Parents should be the people that should help you through anything. And granted, I know there's not a lot of great parents, but if your parents, I'm not going to say that, it would sound like douchey, but your parents should be there for you. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you're adopted. It doesn't matter, you know, I guess adopted is the only one. I don't know. I was adopted, but my parents, the parents that adopted me, they would do anything for me. They adopted me at 2 weeks old. Actually, 2 weeks before I was born, they adopted me. But they have been there for me, no matter what. And that's because they're my parents. I don't think of the people who gave, the woman who gave birth to me, or my father that produced, like, they gave the sperm, the logistics of having a baby. I don't think of them as my true parents, because these parents are there for me no matter what. I mean, I can call my mom, I can call my dad no matter what time, and they'll be there for me. And that's how I feel that any parent should be for you if you're having depression. And this video has gone on very long for no reason about talking about adoption. But yeah, if you guys do need help, you can seek help. I'm telling you, there's no problem in admitting that you are depressed, and you should be able to get the help that you deserve, because you don't want to let yourself go. You don't want to let your dreams go because you are depressed and you think that the world might think worse of you. The world won't think worse of you. There are certain assholes who will think, oh, he's depressed, you know, that's so stupid. There isn't really like a disease or like a mental disability called depression. There is. You can look it up. I can promise you it is. But don't be afraid. It gets better. I will say that it gets better. But the first step is you. You have to take that step to get better. And you can't do that if you're laying in bed being sad, feeling hopeless. And I understand that it's a very rough, it takes so much out of you just to get out of bed. But once you get out of that bed, that's half the battle. It honestly is. Once I got out of bed, I got out of my room. It was a tough way to get out of my room, but I got out of my room. And I looked my dad straight in the eye and I said, I need help. I need help with depression. And so the first thing he did was, I know a counselor. I've been watching you for a while. And he said that was what blew my mind more than anything, is that he looked at me and said, I knew you were depressed. I knew this was coming, and I've already taken the steps to find a counselor, to find a doctor who will treat your depression. And that, it blew my mind so much, because he had known that I was depressed, but he didn't say anything because he respected that I needed to do it on my own time. Because if your parents try to force you to go to a counselor, to do all this, you're not going to take it seriously. I know, because I've been there. You're not going to take it seriously. You're going to blow it off. You're going to be like, whatever, I don't care. But you have to make that decision to go get help for yourself, or you won't take it seriously. Because that's what I did. I took that step for myself, and I feel so much better for it. I'm here right now making a YouTube video about depression and me getting help. So you should take that as, I couldn't get out of that bed. I couldn't. It was me, that bed, and Netflix all the time. But I have gotten help, and it gets better. I promise, it gets better. You just have to take that step. And I believe that you can take that step, because I did. And it has changed the world for me. You know, I've gone out more. I started talking to girls more. I mean, that was one of my biggest problems. I went through a bad breakup. And I've had, you know, girlfriend here, girlfriend there. But in the end, I broke up with them because I wasn't happy. I decided that if I couldn't be happy with the one girl that broke my heart, I couldn't be happy with anyone else. And though I did try to get in a relationship, to, you know, even if it was just a week or two, I wouldn't really call that a relationship, but I do because I did try. But in the end, my depression got the best of me, and I couldn't see myself with anyone but that one person. So, you know, depression can affect every part of your life. It can affect your school. It can affect your relationship. It can affect, it can affect your driving if it really, you can come down to that. But I just want to let you know that you're not alone. That there are people like you out there. And we're not going to judge you for the person that you are. And we will help you. And we will find a way to help you. So, on that, let's talk with Steven. Yeah. I think it's over. I got a new tattoo. That helps with depression. It's actually my friend Daisy's drawing that she made. It's actually the symbol for the Gemini. If you're Gemini, represent. But yeah. This is probably gonna get cut out because I don't know why I haven't just hit the stop button yet, but